Good morning. It's now getting light outside. It's 6:27, and look what I have. I had to put my Charlie Brown stuff up there and I had to take this down. This is another item to go in a storage container, these right here, and I'll put it in this one. That's where I have my garlands. And so here, let me plug this in right here, and then you can see above the soffit. I said above the door last night when I was editing my video. I heard that, but above my soffit. And I have an elf in a basket there at church. That's a Santa in a sleigh there. And then you can see my garland's missing because I have to put the new one up. And then I have some white reindeer over there. Let me see if you can see the Santa a little bit better. So there's that. And then right here I have a vase that has a bunch of Christmas bulbs in it and a bow. I haven't found it yet. I don't know if I have it packed away. So when I get it, I'll put that up there. And then I have a stained glass Santa there. And then there's the wise men traveling. And then I have a stained glass snowman there. And then this over here at the top is Santa with Rudolph and Clarice and the lion and the spotted elephant. I got those so many years ago. I was living in Virginia at the time, and CVS had those. They sold them. I think they were only like $3.99 each or something like that, $2.99 each. Because how long ago was that? We were in Virginia, I want to say 1991 or 1992. And that's when I started collecting my nutcrackers. Because it was, you really didn't see nutcrackers hardly ever. Like when I was growing up, you didn't see nutcrackers, but just every once in a while. They weren't like a big thing. And then that year at CVS when I bought those up there, and I used to have the little doll. I let Lucy play with her and she tore her all up. So there was that piece. I don't know if there was, I think I have the abominable snowman, and you know what? I just took him out to the shed. He was, I think, in my family room box. I'll have to see if I can find him and put him up there too. But anyway, so I bought all of those, and then they had nutcrackers out, and they had like 5 or 6 different kinds of nutcrackers, and so I bought one of each. Well, one of them I liked a lot. I got 2 of him, so I had like 6. And then every year after that, they started putting out nutcrackers, and that's when I started collecting those. And now I have a ton of them, right? And here's 3 more over here. These were my mother-in-law's. So I have these guys here because when I get my garland and I run my cords down here, and then keeping, you know, the candle in the window and all of that, to hide these cords a little bit, I keep these guys here. And I have I have this. It's a candle ring, and this, I've had this since I sold Christmas Around the World. And I started selling Christmas Around the World, I want to say, well, I was pregnant with Carly. Sold Christmas Around the World. Christmas Around the World was like, you know, Tupperware, home interior parties and things like that. It was Christmas Around the World. And I sold that. And this came from that. That's a long time. And it's so nice. So why am I going to get rid of it? So what I do is I move this up a little bit. I kind of slide that down so this fits back in there. And I put one of the guys in here, and then the other 2 I fit around it. So I'll be taking care of all of that today. And then look, I've already been preparing for today, because this morning I'm going to work on my garlands. This is for my garland in here, and now you can see why I wanted the elves with all the candy and everything that's on that garland, because elves over there. So see, I got all those elves there, and I got elves over here, and that's the other thing that I remember that I bought. I got that, where was that? Where I got that moose. Was it at Walmart? But that's one of the first things I bought this year. I had that moose, and I forgot this elf. He was laying on the table here. So I put him up and kind of moved that around. So now that's all filled up. But yeah, so you see I kind of got like a whole elf theme going on here. And I've got my snowmen guys, and my snowman theme obviously carries into my bathroom. And these are just, see what that does? He grows.
It sure is cold. This is perfect weather for Frosty the Snowman, because on these wintry days when the wind blows and freezes your nose, Frosty would come to life in a melting snowman. Now the sun was hot that day, so he waved goodbye saying, "Don't you cry, I'll be back again someday."
And then this dog, he does something. I don't know where here it is. Oh, I'm pressing it. He doesn't work. His batteries must need to be changed. He sings a song, and then his head moves, and then because his head moves, it jingles. Look at that. They're moving around. They hear the bells. So anyway, and these snowmen, I got those when I was living in Chicago. One of my friends that, my clients, and she became my friend too, she had a novelty store. I talk about her a lot, and a lot of Christmas things that I still have, I bought from her shop. And so I've had those since, I want to say, 2002, 2003. So those are getting kind of old too, but I still like them. And so here in a bit, get my coffee out of the way. I got to go get dressed. I'm going to work on that garland. I'm going to work on my garland for the china cabinet there. What's this? Oh, this is for the garland that's supposed to go up here, and it'll cover like all their feet and everything. And then I'm going to do this wreath. So this box will be out of the way. This, I'm going to hang it upstairs when I'm done with it. Then this afternoon, I'm going to now get in the dining room. I'm going to get my dining room tree up, clear everything now off of that dining room table. It will mostly be just Christmas lights. I'm starting to stack my Christmas lights, my extra ones that I bought, and put them over there. So I was a bit wrong about those Hallmark movies. They are playing them all the time, except I think at 10 o'clock when Home and Family comes on, up until like noon or 1 o'clock, whenever they stop, they run 2 of those back to back. And then, that's my bagel. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, when Home and Family comes on, they run 2 programs back to back. But then it goes back to the Christmas movies, and the Christmas movies continue all through the night in the wee hours of the morning to early morning like now. So, that's Hallmark. And I got to push my bagel back so they don't grab it. And I wanted to show you guys on my tree. So there's Melissa's owl that she made me there. And the other one I put right there. And then this ornament, my friend Tammy sent me that after Christmas last year. So that's what's on that tree. And then I thought I would take you guys around real quick to show you, now that it's daytime, show you my little shelving unit. So I put most of the pictures that were here over there, and then this is what I did. And I did this last year too, so it's all my extra snowmen. I used to have all these snowmen in the tree here, but I stopped putting them about 3-4 years ago. all of those. And you know those big snowmen that I just showed you in my kitchen up on my secretary's desk next to the dog and the snowman that moves? I actually used to put those in that tree too, believe it or not. So anyway, I wanted to show you that before I forgot. And now I'm going to have my breakfast. I brought out a few Christmas movies. I have a whole bunch down there, but these are the ones I'm going to watch today. Do you remember this? If you're an old person like me, you remember this. And I love this While You Were Sleeping. My favorite movie. I can watch this all year long. And Scrooge. That's what I'm going to watch today. So I got Scrooge on there. So before I can begin this garland, I had to take what was on top of there, which was my wreath. And look, so I took all those Christmas green and the red bulbs off. And then I put these. And I made a bow. And so, well, let's get this. Okay, so there we go. And that's the wreath for over my bed. Okay, I got one bag over there with my garland that went up there. And now this is the old family room mantle garland. And you can see again, it's more that maroon color. And so I'm going to let my kids have these. Out with the old and in with the new. Okay, there is my garland above the door. Now, it looks like it's a little longer here than over here, but it's really not. What happens, this happens every year. I make everything even where it hangs down even. But see, if I pull this cord out so that it can hang even, then I got this cord. So I don't like that. So I always just tuck it back there. So maybe what I'll do, because this will bend up, I can bend that up just a little bit. But anyway, so this is what I did. And I hung that up there. So I kept these little candy cane bulbs. And I kept this little candy here. And then up there. And then there's one elf. There's that elf. And I had that Santa. That's an extra bulb. I have that. And then the other elves there. And then I put then those elves there. I think I need to get back up and fix him so he's a little bit straighter. But other than that, that's how my little elf candy cane garland turned out. Now the only thing that I need to do, and I think I have some extra candy canes from last year. I think I'm going to put, you know, like I do normally, I'm going to hang candy canes up there. So anyway, I got rid of those little Hershey packets, and if you've seen my past videos when I've showed that garland, they're Hershey bars and they're wrapped up so they look like long presents. This year was the first time I felt those things and they felt like all mushy, like it must have disintegrated into like powder or something. They're really old, like I said, and I mean I was never intentionally going to eat them, you know, or anything, because I was just strictly using them for decoration purposes. But anyway, I threw those out. There was no way that I was going to you know, keep using those. So anyway, I just fluffed. This is my dining room garland. I fluffed it. I brought my bows out. I've got to go get the rest of the stuff, and I have to get this together. My son came over, and we were talking for a few moments. So now that he's gone, I can get back to work. It's all so different. There it is, the house without a Christmas tree. If you've never seen this, but you probably have heard of this Christmas show, this is it. I bought that DVD on Amazon a few years ago, and it wasn't that much. So for this garland here, and I don't have it on right now, it's on my timer, but I'll turn it on when I'm finished. So I thought it would be better to try to do this one while I have it hanging up, and because this is a lot longer stems and it's heavier, I did wrap some of this wiring around, but then I'm also using this wire. So those are my end pieces, And now I'm going to use these and try to cover up, you know, those stems with those. And because those have long stems too, not real long, but long enough, you need to take them and bend them like that. And then we can wire that in, because see, now it's a little shorter piece there. Okay, and then that's what that looks like. So I used a piece of floral wire and I wired it around, and then you can see here, so if you just take your greenery and kind of come over like that, then you don't see it. So now I've got to do the same thing over there. Okay, to do the ribbon and how I'm trying to keep everything all straight and uniform, I decided to do the ribbon in half, you know, equal lengths. And I started out there and I wired it back there. So I did this one side like this, and I came down, and instead of trying to tuck the ribbon in, I thought it would be nice to, you know, cut it on an angle like that. And so it will hang like that. So now I've got to go and do the other side. So here we go. So I had some of those pine cone bulbs left over, and I just put one at either end, and the star and then the rocking horse I put over there. I put the pine cones up above here, and so now I will stand back, and of course the red ribbon blends in with the walls. So, but when you're here in person, you can see it because the gold that's in the ribbon, I mean, you can see it. So, I mean, it does stand out in person. Those bells even look a lot nicer than what you see them on the camera. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't always show things the way they should be. So, let me show you. That's with the lights out. And now I'm going to turn on the lights in my china cabinet. And that's with the lights on inside the china cabinet. And then let me turn the light on and see what that looks like. Well, you can't really tell. But anyway, so that is my dining room garland one more time. There like that. And then I'll just go up and show you what I did. So I left the ribbon like that. And there we go. So I forgot about these that I showed you. So I'm going to go put these at the top of the living room tree. Okay, so now that I put that at the top of the tree, and I'll probably have to turn the tree on so you can see. I don't think I'm going to need a tree topper now. So I put one on this side and one in the front like that, and I think I'll just let it go like that. I don't need anything else on the top of the tree. I think that'll do just fine. So that's my problem solved with my getting something at the top of the tree. So now I have a third Christmas movie on while you were sleeping, and it's 20 minutes after 1. I was hoping to be in the dining room by now, but you know, taking garlands apart and having to put things on and then making bows is time consuming. So I've taken this garland apart. Now I have to get it back together. So anyway, so I wanted to show you when my son called, I made this new bow and I'm going to have to come back around here and pull one of those loops around. But anyway, that's what I was doing. I was making a bow for that mistletoe, and now I have this other iced cranberry pine cone garland that goes over there. That doesn't take long to fix it. This has a mistletoe already on here. I don't know if I'll make a bow or not. Let me get it up. But I probably should to make everything even. But I need to wait till Adam comes home because I needed a 50 count clear mini lights because this is a smaller garland and I only have 100 count, and so I can't do this now till he comes home. So I want to get this other cranberry garland hung up there. If I have to make a bow, which I probably should, I'll get that made, and then I'm finally going to go to the dining room and get the dining room tree up. I need to get some lights on in this place. The sun is starting to go down a little bit. It's getting dark. It's 4:15. I'm glad I'm making chicken and dumplings that I took out of my freezer. And I have some chicken broth in my fridge that I'm going to add to it and really just make chicken soup. And I'm going to make grilled cheese for dinner. And it's a good thing that I have meals in my freezer. Because, look, what a mess. What a mess. It took a lot longer today to do. I mean, I wanted to have all of this completed, my dining room and my nutcrackers up before Harry and Adam got home, because I wanted to get my foyer tree up. So here's the dining room tree, and I had a problem. Remember when I did my haul, I got 4 of these gold cream colored linens, and I only got 3 of the white. I should have picked up 4 of the white as well, because what I did was I came down with the white like this and then crisscrossed over with the gold. But because I did not have a 4th white, because it took 2 whites to go here and then 1 white one to come here. So this gold is actually supposed to come down more and go over, and then I should have a white then to come over and crisscross, but I don't have the white. So I'm going to go back to that warehouse. I'm going to pick up another one of these, and I'm going to try to, I'll have to move the ornaments, and I'll have to be careful moving the garlands. I'm going to try to put the white here in front. If it looks like it's going to be too difficult, I'll just do it next year, because I'll probably do the same kind of tree next year, because this is new also. And then I'll have the white one for next year, but I am going to try to fix this. So it looks a little goofy right now because of how I had to, do that. It's not uniform looking as I would like it to be. So anyway, and I made big fluffy bows to put here at the top. This is my angel. It goes on here, but it doesn't light anymore. So unless I can find another one that lights up, that's why I did this, to kind of draw attention up here and just to see her there by herself, not lit up, and to take away from the distraction down there. So anyway, but there's my little girl sleeping, my nutcracker, and this is my new nutcracker there. And then here in a little bit, we have to empty those nutcracker containers out for here, there, up there, and over here. So anyway, that's my tree. I'll show you. It doesn't look so bad right there because you can't see not having the white, but and then over here, and then I'll just show you everything close up. Lots of ornaments. I even, do the sides too. I don't have to do the back. I string the lights to the back, but I don't obviously put the ornaments back there, but I go as far over around the side as I can. And this was from my friend Jenny from Ireland. She gave that to me last Christmas. So anyway, oh, my snowman, he needs to be turned. I don't know why he's doing that. And that's that nativity ornament that I got at Hobby Lobby. So there we go. Now I'll show you with the lights out. So there's my garland above the china cabinet. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!